Welcome to the ultimate historical game show. Today, I am going to tell you 10 of the most bizarre, ridiculous, and unbelievable stories in human history. But there is a massive twist. 7 of these stories are 100% real, but 3 of them are absolute, total lies that I completely made up. Your job is to play along. After every story, I will give you 5 seconds to lock in your guess. Will you beat the test, or will I completely fool you? Keep track of your score, because there is a pop quiz at the very end to see who was actually paying attention. Let's play round number 1. Following World War I, the country of Australia was overrun by so many giant flightless birds that the government literally declared a military war on them. The army sent soldiers with heavy machine guns to hunt the birds down. But the birds were so fast that they actually defeated the military and the soldiers surrendered. Do you think this ridiculous bird war is real or totally fake? Lock in your guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Believe it or not, this is 100% real. It was called the Great Emu War of 1932. The Australian military actually lost a war to a flock of fast-running emu. Mark down a point if you got that right. Round number 2. During the brutal trench warfare of World War I, the British military spent thousands of dollars secretly training a squad of tactical battle badgers. Because badgers are natural diggers, the military tried to use them to quickly dig underground tunnels beneath enemy lines to plant explosives. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. That is completely fake. I totally made that up. While militaries have used dogs, pigeons, and even bears, no one has ever tried to weaponize a badger. If you fell for that, don't worry, they only get harder. Round number 3. When you think of a devastating tsunami, you think of ocean water. But in 1919, the city of Boston was hit by a massive wave of dark, sticky, sweet molasses. A gigantic steel storage tank completely ruptured, releasing over 2 million gallons of thick syrup into the city streets. The wave of molasses was an incredible 25 feet high and traveled at a terrifying speed of 35 miles per hour, crushing everything in its path. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one is entirely real. The Great Boston Molasses Flood was one of the strangest disasters in American history. Locals swore that on hot summer days, the streets of Boston still smelled like sweet molasses for decades afterward. Round number 4. In 1922, a small, rural town in Texas was holding an election for town mayor. But the day before the election, both human candidates were caught completely red-handed robbing the local bank with no time to put new names on the ballot. The townspeople jokingly wrote in the name of the local sheriff's golden retriever. The dog won in a landslide and served as the official mayor for 2 years. Real or fake? Make your guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is completely fake. You got tricked. While there are a few towns today that have elected animal mayors for charity, this 1922 Texas bank robbery story is a total lie. Round number 5. A massive brown bear literally fought as an enlisted soldier in World War II. His name was Polish troops bought him as a tiny cub and raised him as he grew into a 6-foot-tall, 500-pound giant. He learned to salute his commanding officers, and he even drank cold beer by the campfire. During a brutal battle in Italy, this brave bear actually helped his unit by picking up heavy boxers of artillery shells and carrying them to the front lines while bombs exploded all around him. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is absolutely real. Wojciech, the bear survived the war, was promoted to the rank of corporal, and retired as a beloved hero in a Scottish zoo. Round number 6. In 1876, a farmer's wife in the rural state of Kentucky was sitting on her porch when pieces of raw, bloody meat suddenly started falling out of the clouds like a heavy rainstorm. Chunks of flesh, the size of large snowflakes, covered her entire yard. The sky was completely sunny, and there wasn't a single cloud in sight. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. This disgusting story is completely real. It was known as the Kentucky Meat Shower. Decades later, scientists finally solved the mystery. A large flock of vultures had eaten a massive meal of dead horses, got startled while flying overhead, and completely threw up their lunch all over the poor woman's farm. Round number 7. Imagine walking into a medieval town square and seeing hundreds of people dancing uncontrollably, entirely unable to stop. In 1518, a woman in France stepped into the street and began frantically twisting and twirling. She danced for nearly a week straight. Then, dozens of other people joined in, completely against their will. Within a month, around 400 people were dancing in the streets until they literally collapsed. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This terrifying event is completely real. It was called the Dancing Plague. Modern scientists believe they accidentally ate a toxic fungus that grew on damp rye bread, which caused terrifying hallucinations and uncontrollable muscle spasms. Round number 8. In 1908, the French army became frustrated that enemy snipers kept shooting down their messenger pigeons. To solve the problem, they imported hundreds of flying squirrels from North America and trained them to glide silently between military camps at night, carrying tiny secret messages in their pouches. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is entirely fake. I made up the tactical flying squirrels. Pigeons remained the absolute standard for delivering messages until the invention of modern radios. Round number 9. In 1925, the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris was rusting, and the city was struggling to pay for its expensive repairs. A brilliant scam artist named Victor Lustig forged fake government documents, invited the wealthiest scrap metal dealers to a secret meeting, and convinced them that the government was going to tear the tower down. He secretly sold the entire monument to a greedy businessman for a massive fortune and successfully escaped on a train before anyone realized it was a giant scam. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This wild heist is 100% real. The man literally sold the Eiffel Tower and got away with it. Round number 10. The final round. Long before he became the ruler of the Roman Empire, a young Julius Caesar was captured by heavily armed pirates. The pirates demanded 20 talents of silver for his ransom. Instead of being terrified, Caesar laughed in their faces and demanded they raise the ransom to 50 talents of silver because he was worth far more. While waiting, he bossed the pirates around and promised that once he was freed, he would return and hunt them all down. They thought it was a joke, but as soon as the ransom was paid, Caesar did exactly that and took all his silver back. Real or fake? Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This legendary power move is absolutely real. All right, put your pencils down. Tally up your score. Did you get a perfect 10 out of 10? Or did my fake history completely fool you? Let me know your final score down in the comments right now. And before you go, let's see who was actually paying attention. Pop quiz time! Question 1. What was the name of the 500-pound bear that fought in World War II? Question 2. What was the name of the toxic food that caused a terrifying dancing plague? The first person to get both questions right down in the comments gets a pinned comment and a shout out in our next video. If you had fun playing along today, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more wild history. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.